break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Houston with a big group substitution here. And both free throws good for Davis.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting to the line and converting, Greg, that's the big thing. It's always good when you can do that because it stabilizes your offense.
Now, here's Tucker. He's coming off a 10-point game against Phoenix. Good on the triple.
You cannot let Gordon get it going from the perimeter, Kevin. I mean, he's an incredibly consistent and persistent long-range shooter.
Here's James. 9 points in the game so far. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
A big disparity in the free throws, and that's been a big boost to their offense.
He's off on the first. So he comes up empty, missing both.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
Now, here's Tucker. Correa, the pass to McCloud. Pass to Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Both free throws good from Eric Gordon. Well, Eric Gordon is the kind of player that you absolutely do not go under on a screen. He'll pull up from deep.
Yeah, he's got great range, and you watch the former Hoosier shoot, and you see how much he uses his legs. Gordon's liable to take a shot from any distance in the gym. I mean, he's got that kind of range, and his form is very efficient, and his confidence is sky high.
Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Wizards. Back to Berea. 9 feet out. It's hauled in by Brown.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Hunter kicks to Brown. Shoots over Berea. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Rockets trail by 6. Outside Gordon. Now here's Berea. Defense right on him. Pass to Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Hunter. Plays it in off the breakaway. Hunter's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. Berea, the pass to House. Gordon dishes to House. And Berea has it in the corner from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The drive by James and the dunk by James.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Following the bucket by the Lakers. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's House, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Lakers ahead, up 10. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Now a chance to hear shooting guard Eric Gordon talk about their key to winning.
It's all about not making mistakes, getting rebounds, and getting good stops to really push the pace up. And I think when we do that, we always are at our best.
And Greg, nowadays it's all about pushing the pace.
And it's an offensive-oriented league now. When you execute and really look to attack, it puts the opposition on their heels.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
So on the floor for Houston, J.J. Barea is out there with Gordon. Then it's P.J. Tucker, and it's McLeod head up the force line. Now here's Gordon, good on the bucket.
And though lacking some height, Kevin, Tucker has the bounce, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
James, the pass to Brown. Picked his pocket. Here's Barea. Finish off the break. Barea's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Rockets.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're gonna get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's James. 11 points in the game. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for the Rockets. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. There's Brown with the three. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Gordon. 5 points in the game. Among the bigs, which one do you think runs the floor the best?
Boy, I tell you, Anthony Davis is gazelle-like, and this guy is north of 7 feet tall and is just agile and quick in getting up and down. I think I'd put him at the top of the list. Clint Capella is in that category, and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well, but a lot of times he has the ball and is taking it rack to rack.
He does. Brings it up like a guard, and no one can stop him.
Nobody can stop him. It's coming downhill.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
James outside. He dishes it to Brown. Over Gordon. That one doesn't go. And the Rockets take it the other way. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Lakers leading by 9. Passes it to James. Now the pass to Brown. Back to James. Lakers passing it around. Shot clock at 5. And it's Davis missing. And so it's Barea with it. They'll bring it up for Houston. It's House outside. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee's got 11 rebounds in the game. Rondo drives in, out of bounds. Houston takes possession. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You look at James. He's at the head of the pack in the West.
And I can't say that anyone is surprised. Always one of the players that everyone loves to watch.
A great all-star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer.
Yeah, good defense, but just better offense by Bogut.
At the elbow, it's James. And they double up James. Pick off in midair. Cloud passes to House. Berea against Davis. Pass to House. Three-pointer. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal and has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Rockets trail by 9. Timeout call for Rockets. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Howard's checked in.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Russell Westbrook. 7th in assists, 9th in steals, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. And here is James following Russell Westbrook's 3. The drive by James looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Now, here is Harden. 6 points for him. And, Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win a championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think at the end of the day, when you maximize your individual contribution, that should be worth something in terms of your recognition and accolades.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Rockets trail by 6. Westbrook scanning the floor, and the 3 off target.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Now here's Harden. He's got 8. In the corner, it's Westbrook over Rondo. Westbrook missing again. Los Angeles leading by 6. Brown with it. James trying to free himself up. Brown, good. Brown's got 12 in the game.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Rockets have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Westbrook.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Here's Davis. Here's Howard. Kicks to Davis. Second chance shot. It's good. 12 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Westbrook following the basket by Anthony Davis. Bucket is good. That's 12 points for Russell Westbrook.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
And the Lakers making a change here. Caruso's checked in. Brown, good.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
Outside Westbrook. He kicks it to Harden. Outside Covington. 5 to shoot. There's the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Lakers going the other way now. They've held a 12-point lead early. Look at the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. It sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. Now here's Davis. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Washington.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 blocked shots and also altered a ton of shots.
They get it back. Westbrook. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Westbrook's got 14.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin. And at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 14. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Outside Westbrook. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. To the middle. Stolen by Tucker. This one for 3. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Tell you what, for a guy who's inconsistent from 3, Tucker's showing you he can be scary out there at times for a defense.
Here's Caruso. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the Lakers turn it over again. Well, we've got a moment here. Let's now see who the league's top scorers are. James Harden is 2nd.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Now here's Westbrook. Right now, checking his stats, he is averaging over 23 points a game.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Here's Caruso. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Davis. Here's Caruso. Covington with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Tucker can't get it to go.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Caruso, no good. Rockets trail by 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Brown against Harden. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots. Harden against Brown. Up in time, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet, that's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They lead by 1. Kenny?
You can see where the priorities are. Rebounding, and then more rebounding. They made a concerted effort to get the glass clean.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
I really like how they limited turnovers. You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice passes. When you can play like this and cut back turnovers, it can add up to over 10, 8, 12, 15, 16 easy points. I don't know how many points, a lot of easy points. They'll be in good shape if they can keep making the same smart plays.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Hunter is out there with Brown, and it's Bull in at the 5. Here is Harden. Bull making his last shot. Harden finds Bogut. Great D that time from Davis.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
For 3, Covington. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Covington's got the game tied up here for Houston.
The three-point stroke of Robert Covington is really a thing of beauty. You can't let him get loose from the outside. He's dangerous.
And they double up Davis. That's at 5 from 18. And it's James missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Kicks it out to Covington. Now Westbrook. He's got 14. The 3 from Morris. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Bogut's got the lead up to 2 now for the Rockets.
And nobody puts a body on Bogut, and then he makes him pay the price.
James in the post. Covered by Bogut. The kick out to Brown. 6 to shoot. Over Harden. Makes good on the step-back jumper. And that's 17 points for Slim.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
For 3, Covington. The shot that time, not on target. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Roll the pass to James. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's his 3rd foul of the game. On defense, the Rockets. Outside, Davis. No good from outside. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. And here's Harden for 3. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. The Rockets making a switch here. Correa's checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Now, here is Harden. He's got 10. Great D that time from Davis.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Stolen by Harden, and Slim picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for Brown. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. Now, here's Barea. He's guarded closely. Banked in off the glass. Barea's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Hard not to commend the confidence of Barea. For a point guard, he's an excellent scorer, particularly inside.
James against Gordon. And they double up James. Here's Davis. Bull, nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Bull's got 4 points this quarter.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Berea. He averages about 5 points a game. Here's Bogut, and it's blocked. James up top. And the dunk by James.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Berea, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested. You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. Here is Berea. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Gordon, the pass to House. And stolen by Kuzma. Green dishes to Davis. Now, here's Hunter. Guarded by Berea. Fires for 3. Nailed from three-point land. That's 7 points for money.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Got a hand on it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
4 on the clock. Here's Bogut. Back to Berea. Passes it to House. Houston needs to get a shot off. They need this one. No good from Bogut.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Kuzma outside. In the corner, it's Hunter. Out to Kuzma. Now, here's Bull. Not a lot of room. The baseline J off the mark. Outside Gordon. And some nice passing there by Houston. That's tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Los Angeles making a switch here. Hicks is checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Tucker's checked in. Here is House. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the pass to Tucker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On deep, Berea. Good on the three-point shot.
And, you know, Berea is a fairly consistent three-point threat. You can't sleep on him out there.
Pass to Hicks. Shoots the 3. They'll get another chance.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. They trail by 6. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Evan?
Good point, David. Thank you. Kept alive. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. And Kuzma has it in the corner. To the inside. Bull lays it up off the glass. And it's an 8-point Laker lead. Houston's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Gordon the pass to McCloud. Correa with it, guarded by Hunter. At the teardrop, here's McCloud. No good on the triple. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 17-7 run. The feed now to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
And Los Angeles with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Hicks. Avery Bradley comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Hunter.
And like his father, Manute, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
And Morris throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Now, here's Bull. He's got 11. Rebounded by Tucker.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Bull. Rockets trail by 9. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
On defense, Houston. Pass to Kuzma. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Covington. Rockets shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. With a break in the action, let's see which teams have come away with the most steals in the NBA this season. The Lakers second.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
You know, starting out in the D-League, then bouncing around the international circuit, Tucker took the long, hard road to get here.
Now here's Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Howard finds Kuzma. At 6. And again, no good by the Lakers. Rockets trail by 8. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
.32 seconds left to play in the third. Passes to Bradley. Over Morris. And it's Bradley. That time on the assist by Kuzma. Kuzma's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Harden. He's got 10. The 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Here is Howard. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers on top, leading by 10. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And now we take a look back to Mike D'Antoni talking to his team from the huddle.
Right now, their energy's better than ours. Pick it up.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Houston. It's a 10-point game. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Tucker in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Outside, Covington.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Rockets trail by 12. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Hands it from downtown.
Whether he's attacking the basket.
And Los Angeles guys shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Caruso kicks to Bradley. Out to the right wing. Here's Kuzma. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Outside Covington. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
Really nice work here from Covington to draw the foul on his way up. He's got a real talent for drawing fouls and getting himself to the foul line.
And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's why he's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands. But he does a nice job of studying his opponent and what he needs to do to be effective defensively. I think he's one of the better defenders in the game and on the wing.
Here's Caruso. The pass to Kuzma. Here's Caruso, defended by Covington. Shot clock at 6. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Kuzma.
Boy, I tell you, the long reach of Covington really bothering shooting. I mean, he enjoys making life difficult for whoever he's assigned to.
Andrew Bogut checked in for P.J. Tucker. One thing about Kyle Kuzma, Clark, he's not a ball stopper. When he touches the ball, he is shooting it.
I would not disagree with you there, guys. He is fearless looking for a shot. He hunts his shot aggressively, and he's very efficient. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles, but the one thing I like about him is that he doesn't hold on to that ball long. He's going to make a quick, decisive move or get it out of his hands.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Westbrook.
And nothing's been easy for them, especially in this half.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
At the elbow, it's Bradley. And Howard has it in the corner. Bradley deciding where to go with it. Just 5 on the clock. Kuzma outside. Over Harden. And that one hits back iron.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
The dish now to Westbrook. Feeds it to Bogut. From deep, Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's Bradley. Covington with the steal. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Boy, one of the things about Covington is that his length bothers the opposing players. I mean, he's somebody that takes defense seriously and looks to pilfer the ball whenever he can.
Here's Kuzma. McGee trying to break free. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
The three from Harden. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Caruso, the pass to Kuzma. But they recover it.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Harden, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Avery Bradley. Hicks checked in for Los Angeles. Throw good, James Harden.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat watching Harden play. I mean, he's so fluid in his shooting form, but he's also sensational driving inside and a capable passer as well. This guy's got it all.
Sinks the triple. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
We'll get the pass to Morris. Some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Westbrook. They get it again. They shoot again. Here's Bogut. A steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Hicks. That one wide left. Rockets trail by 7. In the foul on Avery Bradley. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Brown in for Bradley. Timeout called, the Rockets. And with a 4th quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Making a switch here. Hunter's checked in, and we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
The drive by James. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
He gets that one. Westbrook's got 22 points.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Shoots. And there's Hunter on the assist by Davis. 9 points for money.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Westbrook, no good. Lakers leading by 6. And it's slammed in by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Westbrook passes to Covington. That one is off.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
And the Lakers call time here.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And he's been out there doing his thing, just dominating on the glass. There aren't many players who put more into their rebounding than he does. And we saw that again tonight. Nobody could match his effort on the board.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Now here's Harden. It's stolen by Davis. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Hicks passes to Brown. On the wing, James, defended by Covington. And James throws it down hard.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Harden, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
There are very few any better than Harden at the and one. He's an expert. He looks for the contact, initiates it, gets it, and still finishes. You can't be too physical with him.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Hicks. Free throw good from Harden. Lakers leading by 8. Here's James, and James throws it down.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Harden with it. And the jam by Harden.
You know, Harden is a remarkable talent, especially offensively. A versatile scorer who really is unstoppable once he gets going.
Now, here's Hunter. Pass to Brown. Over Harden. And the shot is long. It's trailed by 8. Offensive rebound. That one's not going to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden. So much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Bol, he's checked in for the Lakers. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. There's a minute 34 left in the game. Westbrook with the bucket.
Over the last few years, I think Harden has fine-tuned his playmaking skills. A threat for double-digit assists every night.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're leading by 6. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. At the top of the key, Hunter. Back to James. And they double up James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here is Harden. From downtown. He can't hit that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
.102 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Westbrook. There's the triple. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, it might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
That's his third personal foul. At the line for your Lakers, Anthony Davis.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. In both at the line, it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 8. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. .44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're trailing by 7. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Covington. Over James. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And Covington is someone who definitely has the clutch DNA. I mean, he welcomes the chance to take these important shots.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They lead by 5. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Brown wide open. He fired. It's in there. Davis with the assist.
You know, on defense, even on an inbounds play, you can't leave three-point shooters alone on the perimeter. They paid for it there.
4-3, Covington. They get the rebound. Harden against Brown. Clock at 6. Connects from downtown.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. Now Burke. And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks very much. Dwight, coming off of the loss in the last game, what was the difference tonight?
We got a good win tonight coming from a tough game last night. We started out strong. We just stuck with it. We stayed together. And we got a good win.
And a good performance on the second night of a back-to-back. Thanks, Dwight. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.